and I'm just figuring out some behind the scenes stuff on here, so I keep pushing buttons. HD guide, hey, projector 6'2", awesome, yay. And clearly you're into human design as well with your username. That's amazing. How long have you been in your experiment? And the 6'2", I think that's such a beautiful profile. I feel like it flows really well. I'm a 1-3, so maybe I'm just jealous of the 6 line and the 2 line. Actually, I'm jealous of both things. That's why it seems like it flows really well. 10 years, that's awesome. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I feel like, well, now I want to like see if we can chat so I can interview and ask you all the questions. That's so cool. I'm kind of sad that I didn't discover it earlier. I'm a 1-3 mental projector, and I've been in my experiment for 2.5 years. Yeah, I was trying to think, like, have I hit 3 yet? No, just 2.5 years. And it's changed everything. You know, it's been awesome. You're raising your kids by design as well. That's beautiful. Yes. I mean, mine are 15 and 17 now, but I tune into their design for certain things. And I've figured out that luckily I've been fairly intuitive when they were little. Like my little manifestor kid, I was like, he knows what he wants. But I didn't know why. I didn't know he was a manifestor. Just Sam, heck yeah, I love HD, let's go. What are we doing? That's awesome. We're just chatting about human design. I just popped on to see if anybody had any questions, and then we have a beautiful 6'2" projector HD guide who's been in her experiment for 10 years, which is amazing. So just Sam, what's your type? Nevi, what does invitation mean in projector? Okay, so I can tell you, that's a good question, and I can tell you my perspective on it. So the thing with wait for the invitation, I know it sounds really passive and kind of boring, but it's really to protect your energy since you don't have the sacral defined. I mirrored my thing and now I can't understand where to go. You don't have the sacral defined here, no projector does. And so you don't have the consistent access to energy. And so the invitation is partly to help protect your energy so that you only interact with people who are really who you have energy for. And it's also because we have a penetrating aura and we see things in a deep way, like we can just naturally see into people, and so not everybody's ready for that. And if you're trying to force insight, then it's just not going to go well. And so the thing with wait for recognition invitation, it's not like you're just sitting around not talking to anybody. It's being a lighthouse. And so it's like me on TikTok, I show up and I talk about human design and I talk about different things. But and then other people come in and ask me questions just like you did. And so that is the recognition invitation. You know, you are inviting me to talk about it more. Also, a key thing is that projectors need to recognize themselves within first. Like recognize your specific genius and your specific nuance, and love yourself deeply inside of that, and so that you're not seeking this seeking some kind of affirmation from somebody else, because that's not where it comes from. So let me know if that resonates with you as far as answering for the invitation for a projector. And HD guide, if you're still here, you can let me know if I did a good job. Just Sam, 6'4". Okay, you're gonna get your chart to make sure. That's awesome. Starry Jen, 6'2", Sacral Mani Jen, yay! And Blue Rose Delta, hello beautiful soul, hello right back at ya. Lovely energy today, I just love it. Hi Kaylee. Navaya, did I say that correctly? Navaya the Great. You're so welcome. Yeah, then the invitation piece is an interesting one to unpack, especially at the beginning, for sure. Just Sam, you were way off. 2-5 generator. That's okay. Very cool. Very cool. Blue Rose Delta. I love those little emojis that you put in there. Awesome. Okay, so we got a 2-5 generator with just Sam. What are we looking at here? It's Kristen. This is human design. And this is just a chart that I created to help separate the centers for visually. But it's based on your date, time, and place of birth. And it combines astrology, the I Ching, the chakra system, the Kabbalah tree of life. Throw in some physics and biology, and it gives you basically a blueprint of your soul. It's pretty cool. Kaylee, how are you today? I'm doing pretty well. Thank you for asking. Just hanging out. The boys and I, my kids are home with me, and we've just had a Sunday of like getting ready for the week, you know. And in a little bit, we're gonna go down to the park, and yeah. We try to just be chill on Sundays, get ready for the week. How are you doing? What do y'all do on Sundays? Hermetic Vibe says, hello. Hello. Just Sam, strategies to respond. And Tro is the greatest manifesting generator. Okay, so we got another MG. So yes, Sam, with you being a generator, every generator's strategy is to respond. It's using that sacral, oh my gosh. I tried to mirror it because I thought, well, let's be authentic in what I actually look like. But then I can't navigate my whole thing, so I'll figure it out. So yeah, using that sacral to respond to life is huge for generator types. That's every generator's strategy. Okay, HD guide. Yes, waiting is for stepping into your bliss, whatever lights you up and ignoring the world. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. Stepping into your bliss, whatever lights you up and ignoring the world. Yeah, the interesting thing is, like, I remember when I first heard about waiting for the invitation, I thought that seems kind of weird and kind of passive, right? But there's so many layers to it. It's like with human design, I keep trying to, like, there's part of me that's like, do I really want to dig into this thing? Like, I don't know. But then I just keep feeling energetically invited back into it. And I just can't ignore that. And that's part of the invitation too. Oh my gosh, you pronounced my name right. That never happens. Well, now I got concerned on which way I said it. So I got to tell you, I have a cousin. Yeah, she pronounces it Kali. Kali, yes. She was adopted from India. And then I have a student, one of my students spells her name this same way, and she pronounces it Kaylee. Yes. Kali. Wait, now I've confused myself. That's okay. So I just, like, I try real hard to be aware of people's names, especially because my name is Rebecca, but it's spelled differently. And it's like my pet peeve. I mean, if somebody doesn't know me, like if I go to Starbucks and they spell my name wrong on the cup, like, what am I going to do? I'm not going to stand there and tell them how to spell my name because it's not that big of a deal. But like if I email you and my name is in the email and I signed my name and you still write back and misspell my name, we're done. Is that too much, you think? It's just how it is. So I try to pay attention to names. I'm glad that I got it. The world then must invite you to drag you out of your bubble of bliss. Oh, look at that. Okay. So, HD guide, I'm glad you're here. This is a beautiful way of describing it that I haven't heard before. So, yes, waiting is for stepping into your bliss, whatever lights you up in the world. Then the world must invite you to drag you out of your bubble of bliss. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's Kristen says synchronicity. And J4, how do I know which gates are open each day? Okay, so yes, the gates change each day based on the transits. and like different things are happening. And so really, if you just Google human design transits today, it'll pop up on Jovian Archive, and they'll show you what's happening in the skies at this moment. I also use Genetic Matrix, but I paid for like the big one so I can get all deep in it. And they'll do the transits on there as well. So if you were open to getting one, and then there's one called Maya Mechanics as well, though, that people seem to like a little bit more. But I'm just like in the subscription of Genetic Matrix, so I haven't explored Maya Mechanics too much yet. But just Google human design transits today, and it'll take you to the Jovian Archive page that does it. 51MG, yay! I'm loving the MG energy today. So much fun. We always get themes on these. It's so fun. HD Guy does weekly prep on Sundays. Same. It's like just all the prep for the week. LOL the mirror. Yeah, I know. I'm like so confused right now, so I might just switch it back. But it's also a fun challenge. We'll see how it goes. Like, how do I look up planet placements every day? So, okay, J4M, let me know if that answered your question. Oh, thanks. Right under that. Okay, so I'm assuming that answered your question. That's good. I'm glad. Angels, hey, good to see you. Good evening. HD Guide, I use Human Design app and it places the transits into the chart. Yes. Yeah, and that's what I like about using the Genetic Matrix, because then so J4, if you get the app, like HD Guide uses the Human Design app, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, HD Guide, I think there's a membership fee for that one as well. But if you get one of the programs, then it will combine the transit with your chart, and so then you can see what's happening with you in that moment. So like I have gate 12, so if gate 22 was in the transits, then I would have that connection that I don't usually have, and I would have access to my emotional solar plexus that I don't usually have. So but that's just as long as it's in the transits. So you can look at that connection with your chart, but you got to do a fancier one to do that. You know what, I'm just gonna see if I can switch this back. Okay, there we go. Just Sam, oh wait, hold on. Okay, what is triple split definition? Okay, let me just catch up with the comments real quick. So we'll come back and talk about triple split. HD Guide, too many kids not to. Yeah, so do you look at everybody's transits every day? Like, what's gonna happen with the kiddos today? J4, you're also 5'1". Yay. Boring Gen, not manifesting generator. Oh, no. Generators are not boring. I know, I've heard other people say that too. They're like, so many people are generators, it's so boring. But it's called science of differentiation for a reason. Nobody else has your makeup at all. If you think about it, as far as we know, there's like over 2 billion different configurations of the human design chart. And there's, what, almost 8 billion people? So that means maybe 2 or 3 other people have a chart just like yours that looks like yours on the outside, but do they have the same sun gate? Do they have, like, is everything the exact same? No. And even if it was, like, if some miracle it was, they didn't grow up in the same house you did, they didn't grow up in the same town you did, there's a totally different person. So you're uniquely beautiful, not boring, amazing. My cat. Just Sam says, be nice, I'm one too. See, both generators. I love the generator energy. And angels, you have the mind mechanics on your phone. Awesome. So there should be an option in there for the transits. That would be good. Okay, HD guide. Generators are beautiful. Non-energy beings. Sip from the overfill of your joy. Be passion-filled. Yes, absolutely. Exactly. That's why I get like, I'm like, no, your generators are amazing and beautiful. And I can't tell you how good I feel when I'm around an amazing generator. Like, I'm so grateful for y'all and your energy. So, none of that nonsense. Y'all, I used to be a junior high coach, and if I heard a girl talking bad about herself, like in the mirror in between classes when they were changing, you know, girls are the worst to themselves. They're like, I'm so ugly. Then I would come around and make them look themselves in the mirror and say at least one nice thing, sometimes 3 nice things about themselves. And then it caught on, and sometimes kids would come to me, sometimes girls would come to me and be like, Coach Davila, Sally said something bad about herself. And she's like, no, I didn't. And I'm like, do we need to go to the mirror so that you can say something nice? Because we don't talk bad about ourselves here. So I will make you do the same thing. Say something nice. Angels, my triple split 4-year-old is hanging off me while this is going on. So excited to hear the answer. Okay, I think I'm caught up for a bit. So that's hilarious. I feel like that triple split's probably like feeling the good vibes and is like, let's hang out. So triple split. The mental projectedness, sometimes it gets stuck up here. The triple split just basically means you have 3 systems in your system. You have 3 engines running in your system. And hold on. Whenever I do a chart reading, I draw it out, and so it's easier to see. And I think I had a triple split. Yes. Okay. So it's gonna let me do it. Ugh. I'm trying to be helpful. This is just making it more annoying. So basically, you have 3 sections in your chart that are connected, but they're not connected to each other. And so because of that, then it's always that, like systematically, it's always looking for other people in order to make those connections, in order to fill in those gaps. And so I remember when I was first learning, I thought, this sounds really codependent, because the person's like, well, I need other people. I'm like, why? But I mean, I'm a single definition with a lot of openness, so I'm like, a lot of people scares me. But for like your triple split little 4-year-old, well then yeah, there's just 3 things happening, and so it feels better when they're around a lot of people, because then it increases the chances of filling in the gaps in their system, and then the system can talk to itself more easily. So let me know if that makes sense, because that's like the simplified version of it. Excuse me. Or if that brought up more questions. Just gonna stick with the simple, because I tend to go off the deep end sometimes, but let me know and then we'll go from there. HD guide, I do monthly charting and pent up routine. Okay, awesome. Just Sam, the generator support. Yes, friend. Generators are beautiful things. Happy Online Human says, ooh, gene keys. Yes, gene keys are fun. They're definitely fun. HD guide, I'm curious if you look into gene keys as well. Who's Leanne? Thank you for the cute hearts. J4, I'm triple split too. It's pretty hectic in here. That's funny. That's funny. Okay, so J4, let me know if that description that I said resonates with you, if I felt it pretty correctly. Because again, being a mental projector, I have consistent access to very little. So I'm all on my one line, fear motivation, like diving into all the information, and then just my projectorness of a deeply observing people. But that was funny. It's pretty hectic in here. Just Sam, are we Lightning McQueen? Kapow! Actually, yeah, I feel like Lightning McQueen has generator vibes. He's like always going. He's got the energy for it. He does what lights him up. He makes other people feel good. Okay, let me see if I can go back. J4 says yes. Who's Leanne? I think I might be a triple, and I just got here. Sweet. There's always themes whenever I do these things. I just love it. Just Sam, it does, but I'm also ADHD, and being around a lot of people for a while exhausts me. Okay. Well, and you know, really, there's so much else to look into it too, because if you're triple split, then you have at least 6 centers defined, and so that means there's potentially 3 undefined, and so then it's like, well, what 3 are undefined, because that really changes the game too. You know, if you have an undefined solar plexus, that's one vibe, and that's different to have an undefined heart versus undefined spleen, like, you know, so it makes sense. And what's fascinating too is like every single chart has this big like opposition that's so fascinating, where it's like you're triple split, so you need people, but also you have a wide open solar plexus, so you're picking up on everything. Like, I mean, that's just a random example I threw out, but there's always something that kind of makes us have to find a weird balance within ourselves. HD Guide, of course, Gene Keys, astrology, tarot, human design, numerology. Yes, all of it. All of it. How are we not friends in real life? Like, I feel like we need to hang out. J4, I tend to pick up the energy of whoever I'm with, so it's not just anyone. Yeah. Angels, room of people waiting to respond. That's funny. Just Sam, I'm undefined solar plexus and ego. Those are the only 2 undefined. Spot on. Okay. You know, my psychicness is getting better on these things. It's pretty exciting, because that's what I was picking up on. So yeah, that makes sense. If you're triple split but you have these 2, then it's like you're amplifying everybody's feelings. Like if you're in your not self, you're amplifying everybody's feelings and taking it on as your own, and then you're doing all the things to try to prove your worth so that other people will feel good for you or will approve of you in some way. You know, that's in the not self. And then that can be exhausting if you have that triple split. Like that, yeah. Being human is hard. That's why I like having a roadmap. Angels, my son has 8 centers and only open G. Triple split. It's amazing to watch. Ooh, angels, that would be so fascinating. Oh my gosh. Wow, triple split, open G. Okay, J4 says yes. And just Sam. J4, yes, you explained it perfectly. Okay, good. Awesome. Who's Leanne? You, yes, please do. Link in my bio. My calendar is available. I would love to chat with you. HD Guide, Powerhouse, that one. Yeah, are you talking about the 8 defined centers with the undefined G? Like, holy moly. Triple split, like, yeah. Feeling into that energy, and it's like beautiful. Just Sam, honestly, this might be better than therapy, but also not knocking therapy. You know what? Honestly, like, for me specifically, it was better. I did therapy in the past, but for me, being a mental projector, like, it really helped in that moment, because the soundboarding, it's like it was the only place where I could safely soundboard, and just safely meaning that they weren't trying to interrupt me or tell me what to do or project their own crap onto me, right? Like, they were just there to listen to me. And so looking back, I can realize that's what was going on. And so it's beautiful. But there was always this point where it would turn around and, like, I would become the therapist, and I didn't feel like they were really doing anything for me anymore. Or, like, literally the day of the appointment, I would somehow like understand better what's going on, I'd walk in the door and be like, well, I really needed to talk to you like 3 days ago, but now I'm good. But knowing my mechanics and my energetics has helped me so much more, because then all the anxiety, it's like, oh, well, this is all coming from undefined heart or whatever it is, But I'm like you, like, not knocking therapy. I think everybody needs some kind of therapy. Every single human, for sure. The two together, I could write a book. Oh no, wait. Let me see. Oh, wait, and your oldest is a mental projector? Angels? Okay, wait, angels, hold on. You have one son that has 8 centers and an open G, but then you have another son. Is he a mental projector? Is that what you're saying? That would be so fascinating. The two together, yeah. Okay. HD guide, yes. Just Sam, I always feel like I can unravel the issue myself. I get that 100%. Yeah. Yeah. But it's like, it helped me so much for a little bit. But then once it became where I was the therapist, I'm like, I'm not going to pay you for that. HD guide says relatable. Okay, Brittany. Hello, my name is April. My sister Jessica died 2 years ago. Is she at peace? Hi, Brittany. I'm not a psychic that speaks to people who have passed. I'm just talking about human design. But I get a very peaceful feeling from the question. I'm sorry I can't help you more though. Sometimes I wish I had the ability to speak with people who have passed, but it's not happening. I wish you all the love though. Angels, okay, splenic projector. So 1-3 splenic projector plus the 8 defined center code. Yeah. Do they get along? I feel like that would be a pretty good combo, really, because it's like they're so different that they might complement each other. I'm curious. J4, I went to my therapist and it was the same. I figured it was just me picking up on her energy. So, I mean, it could be that. And that's part of why being in therapy can be so beneficial, because just being in that energy is enough to help shift you. It depends on where you are. Brittany, thank you very much. You're so welcome. Sorry I couldn't help you more. Angels, they don't get along? That's not good. I'm sorry. J4, I don't mind paying. Okay, Angel, that's what got me into the electromagnetic, which is going to be my next question. Okay, awesome. HD guide, unless the therapist has hidden flaws and is worse off. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, that's true. You gotta think of the therapist. Like, therapists are humans too, And I think a lot of people get into therapy because they want the help themselves. So it all depends. It all depends on so much, right? So much. Angels, you're studying now. Amazing. I love that. How old are your kiddos, Angels? I'm really grateful that mine have always got along really well. They're a projector and a manifester, and they're both emotional authority. But they've been so good. HD guide, I just soak up too much, not root spleen defined. Same. Yeah. Yeah, I feel you on that one. With all the mental projectorness. Like, it's a lot. 4 and 10. Okay. Nice. So maybe it's more the age thing too that's kind of getting in the vibes. I did miss the question. Yeah, I didn't see a question. So this happened to me the other day. So angels, this is what I have from you. Okay, it says that's what got me into electromagnetic, which is going to be my next question. And then the very next thing says I'm studying now. How do the hookups work? Okay, so you mean like when you combine the two charts and you're looking at how people affect each other? Okay, so there's a lot that goes into that, and I'll try to be concise with it because it's hard. I usually like to have two charts so that I can point out specifics, right? But basically what happens is you can see where people have two gates that connect, and then it makes a whole channel that they might not have otherwise. Like I have gate 22. I think I said 12 earlier. I don't have 12. I have gate 22 and my older son has gate 12, and so then having that, it's like, well, I get access, like we get access to those energetics that we don't normally have on our own. Okay, that's fine, angels. I'll just like ramble on it for a minute, and then you can tell me if I'm answering your question. So basically what happens is like, I'll just use myself as an example. Being a mental projector again, I have all of this undefined, but then I have my two kids at home with me. And so when they're home, the three of us together make all 9, we connect all 9. And things are flowing, like I have so much energy. And then when they go to their dads, I just like drop off. And I used to think like, am I just this codependent mom? Like what's wrong with me? But then I found human design and realized, oh, it's literally like they're taking the energy plug with them. Because none of us have a defined sacral on our own, but we make connections that define everything. And so when they're gone, it's like purging all that energy. So I get access to specific energy when if they're in the next room, just when they're home. It changes how I'm able to show up and the energy I feel. But then when they leave, it's like I'm just bleh. And so it depends. I mean, of course, each channel has its own energetics, and then we look at like if someone has one gate, but then the other person has the whole channel, well, then the person with the whole channel is the one really taking over the energetics of that specific thing. So you dive into the specifics of those things, but basically it's that when you're in other people's auras, you get access to specific energy, and that's why you feel good around some and you don't around others, and why there's like flirty vibes with some people and you don't really know why, or you know, all kinds of things. So yeah, that's my ramble. You can tell me if that made sense or answered your question in any way. You are welcome, angels. Okay, good. Good. It really is fascinating looking at the composite charts, figuring out, you know, why you feel a certain way around certain people. But let's see, I just have like 10 more minutes today because we gotta go take care of some stuff at 6 o'clock. You're in the process of deconditioning? Oh, same. Yes. How long have you been in your experiment? I discovered human design 2.5 years ago, and it's changed so much. It's been amazing. And they say that it takes 7 years to fully decondition, because that's how long it takes our body to regenerate, basically. Like, we're always growing new cells. So HD guide forever. Yeah, I know, I was thinking of you, because I'm like, I was curious what you were going to say with the 10 years in on your experiment, because I mean, really, being a human, deconditioning is a lifelong process. I feel like that's part of what we're here for. It's to learn. You know, it's just part of what happens in this life. So even before I found human design, I always thought, if you ever get to a point where you feel like you're good, like you know everything, then like I don't think that happens when you're on Earth as a human. HD God, I just kept adding kids. How many kids do you have? That's funny. I just realized you keep joking about it, but I have no idea how many kids you have. I'm trying to feel the energy. I'm trying to guess. I knew it. 5. Awesome. Hi, Marita. I'm glad you're here. Okay, HD guide. That's totally what I was picking up on. I love it. That's pretty fun. I always thought, you know, there's part of me that always wanted to have a big family, but you know, I didn't want to do it on my own. So maybe I'll meet some awesome person with some kids and we can combine and have a big, like, Kardashian family. I just think it'd be fun as long as everybody's like healthy and doing good, you know. But yeah, okay, 5 kids, that would be so much to keep up with. Like sometimes it's hard for me just with 2, especially if they all do sports and stuff. It's like my youngest does basketball and it's like all the time. Now that he's hit high school, it's all the time. The school season went, like, did its thing, and then we signed up for AAU because that's what you got to do here to keep them going. But then the school had a city or a spring league, so he did that, and now the school has a summer league. So, you know, he had games yesterday, and he has games tomorrow, and he has practice 2 nights a week. And I always think, like, I can't imagine if I had another athlete in the family, how would I get everybody to where they need to go? It's a lot. My oldest is not an athlete. He doesn't care much about that, but he's like Sheldon Cooper level genius. So I'm excited to watch him grow, see what happens. I'm excited to watch both of them grow, but I'm glad that they're different. They complement each other really well. Anyway, I'm just rambling now. So is there any other questions that people have? Rita, thank you for the cute hearts. Oh. My cat is hanging out next to me. She likes to be here. Like, anytime I do a reading or I'm live, she's like right next to me. I think she likes all the energy. 3 of my kids have the gate of shock. Oh, honey. Oh my goodness. And 3 have a 6 line. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Oh, it is so good you found human design. That's amazing. I'm sure that helps you navigate a lot of that process. Wow. Angel, you have a million. Well, you'll just have to come back next time I do a live. I haven't been good at scheduling them lately. I think it's the, you know, undefined sacral part of me that's like, well, really more the undefined heart. Like, I'm not gonna promise. Like, I want to show up for you every day, but I just can't promise it. Undefined heart, undefined spleen, and 3 line. You're most intrigued by the G center. Same, the G center is fabulous. It's very intriguing. All your besties are projectors. Love it. Love it. I've tended to surround myself with generators. So I just have, really, my oldest son is the only other projector in my life. That's fun. He added water, found out by slipping down the entire thing. Oh wait, hold on. HD Guide, I think I missed a comment again. Why does this happen? So HD Guide, I have the comment that 3 of your kids have the gate of shock and 3 have the 6 line. And then the next thing that I see from you is he added water, found out by slipping down the entire thing. I missed a whole fabulous comment. Like, why is it not showing up? I don't know what happened, but now I'm intrigued and I'm invested. Because it sounds like a very third line thing. Ice cream with plastic fork. That's such a fun username. I love seeing the usernames pop up. Okay, I'm hanging out for a minute to see. I'm sorry, HD Guide, if you have to type a whole thing again. I don't know if you can copy and paste, but it like totally skipped a comment. Linda, found you on FYP. Human design is fascinating. Hey, Linda. Yes, it really is. It's so fun. I'm glad you're here. HD got a 10-pound bag of laundry soap down the hall. Ice cream, you're welcome. Oh my gosh. Angel's emoji says it all. Oh, HD Guide. Oh my word. The stories you probably have. Oh my god. What did you do? Did you freak out or did you laugh? I feel like there's like a half and half thing that would probably happen with me there. Oh man. Stories for years. It is horrendous. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't even imagine. Linda, Reflector 35. Hello, hello. Welcome. Ice cream, I'm glad you're interested in human design. It is so fascinating. Angels, we need a story time. Oh my gosh. Collect the 3-line stories. Yeah. HD, had we played Slip and Slide? That's awesome. That's so awesome. I feel like younger mom me would be like how, like, I was just freaked out about everything because I wanted to do everything right, 3-line life, right? But yeah, it was the invite. Yeah, I love that aspect too, because I mean, just live life, you know? Lizzie, loved our session a few weeks ago. I got sick but better now. So like this week. Awesome, Lizzie, yay. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry that you were sick though. I've been thinking about you. I just always feel weird, like I don't want to like harass people, but I'm glad you're feeling better and I look forward to chatting with you more. Angels, my husband and both kids have 3rd line. Okay, so you probably have some good stories too then, Angels. Yes. Yes. You were in the hospital, Lizzie. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm really glad that you're feeling better. HD Guide, 4 frying pans. Oh, word. Like, I hope that you write these things down. Write these things down. Luckily, as well, I'm the only 3-line. My kid's dad and my oldest are both 2 4s. And then my younger son is a 5-1. So, I generally feel confused about life. Angel says I'm hooked. We need a story time. I know, I'm so sad too because I gotta go in just a few minutes. This felt like a quick one today. I swear I could stay on live for like hours a day and just talk to all the amazing people. But I love the people that show up too. Oh my gosh, HD Guide. Okay, HD Guide, I'm so serious about this. I have a podcast where I talk about, it's called Channel of Curiosity because that's my one channel. And I interview people and get to know their like lived in design. And the intention is that when you share your stories, people who are new to human design can understand their nuance through your stories, you know, because I reference a lot of people who ask about splenic authority, and I have a couple of splenic authority interviews on there. Anyway, this is my long way of asking you if you would ever want to be on the podcast, if I could chat with you on the podcast. I think that'd be so fun. That's my invite to you. I think it'd be amazing. Ice cream with plastic board. I haven't looked at my son's, but I'm a 4/6. Awesome. 4/6s are great. Angels, how do I get to your podcast? I'm gonna listen. Awesome. It is on Apple Podcast and Spotify, and it's just called Channel of Curiosity. And there is a link in my bio as well, so you can go there. You gotta get some confidence first. Whatever. It's just chat time. I mean, I'm not trying to dismiss your feelings. Sorry. I totally understand. But the invitation's open if you feel like it, okay? And my email is in the link in my bio as well, so you can just email me and be like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to chat. And if you're never ready, it's fine. It's totally fine. Angel says, come on. Come on, you can do it. Ice cream with plastic fork. You'll definitely check it out. Awesome. Good. Yes, hopefully it has. I have a few episodes on there. Actually, they're all projectors, so it's pretty cool. And then I'm interviewing someone tomorrow for it. I'm really excited about. HD Guide, you are welcome. You are so welcome. If anything, I mean, just coming to mind, first of all, is like parenting a 3-line kiddo. Can you imagine how valuable that can be for other people who find out their kid's a 3-line, and then the first thing they say about 3 lines is like, oh, they mess everything up. It's like, well, how do you do that? And yeah, I always think about it from the parenting aspect as well, especially with manifestors. I know there's some people who say, oh, my kid's a manifestor. Oh my gosh, what do I do? I'm like, and teach them how to inform so that they don't get in trouble. But it can be a lot. Being a parent is hard enough, so having a human design aspect just kind of helps on a lot of levels. A parent their higher expression. Exactly, yes. See, that's so huge. My 3-line boys are great. Yes, that's amazing. I love it. I think I just go straight to like the people who like might get nervous or something, because I mean, we know the human design languaging can sound a little intense sometimes, so it's just all about reframes. What skills do they need to meet the highest? Yeah, exactly, and that's what I think with my kiddos too, where it's like, you know, my number one goal from the time they were tiny, like, I just want them to be able to know themselves as deeply as an 18-year-old can when they leave the house. You know, I was so lost. I got engaged to their dad 2 weeks after high school graduation, and married at 20, became a mom at 22, mom again at 25. My whole 20s I was a stay-at-home mom, and then got divorced and graduated college. I didn't get to finish college, so I had to finish after the divorce. And I was a full-time single mom. Their dad didn't live in the state. And then it's just been like 8 years of 3-lining my way through figuring this stuff out. And so I'm like, I don't want my kids to have to do that. Like, if I could do anything and help pull out their highest expression and help them to really see how amazing they are and hone in on their gifts and have a stronger footing when they leave my house, that's my main goal. 100%. And the skills to overcome struggle. Yeah. Yeah, so fun. I mean, it's amazing being a parent and watching the kids grow up, isn't it? But speaking of kiddos, we are heading to the park to get some exercise. And yeah, so I'm going to honor that time with them. But I had so much fun with y'all today. I really love doing these lives, and I love the people that showed up. Does this mean I'm an HD parent guide now? You know what? It could be. I don't know if you're over on Instagram, but Alex Cantone made a whole career out of it, apparently. It, like, blew my mind. It's one of those, I'm just, like, watching from the corner and was like, how did she do this? How did she make it look so easy? So, anyway. You're so welcome, HD Guide. I'm glad you were here. I feel like it just gave me some confidence knowing that I was going to say elder HD person was around, but I don't want you to think that means that like old or anything, just that you are farther in your experiment than I am. And so that's really cool. I loved having the energy here. Ice cream with plastic fork, I'm glad you popped in. I'll be doing more live since it's summertime and my schedule is just kind of more open at the moment. So yeah, keep an eye out for them. I don't really have them scheduled just yet though. But I love you all. I had so much fun. Thank you. Thank you. Go check out the podcast and let me know if you have any other questions in the future. Hope you all have a great Sunday.